Hey guys, welcome back to the Transformation Church weekly message recap podcast. We are back after missing a week. We are here. I'm one of your hosts, Justin Oswald, one of the pastors here at Transformation Church.
That's right.
Along with the lead pastor.
I am here.
And then John Sapp back there behind the camera. So you can hear him, you cannot see him.
It's we're back with the living this week.
Yeah, you was out for a while.
I was
playing
out.
sick.
I was done. Shout out Mike Bodie. Mike Bodie.
Mike Bodie.
Yeah. He was, he lives in the podcast.
Oh, I was like, I thought you were like he did something. Like
I struggle with his last name. Mike, I struggle with your last name sometimes. I grew up with my buddy named Jake Brody, who had a brother named Mike Brody. So the Mike Bodie thing throws me off. So I'm still working.
There's a lot going on there.
Yeah. But shout out to him.
Yeah, they him and his wife said they Nicole, which we had dinner with them the other night. It was a lot of fun.
So this is to you. And all of you listeners that have fallen in love with the shenanigan. Ooh. We have leftover Skittles.
But we did a test already.
I don't care about doing the test. I'm just wondering we have leftover Skittles.
You can't eat them on the mic.
Not on the mic, but away from it some.
He did it last week or the 2 weeks ago.
That was a test. Nobody wants to hear that.
Here, try.
He's doing it anyway.
Okay.
Just see what happens.
One. A Skittle. I eat Skittles by the handful.
Yeah, I got you. Hold on. Bro, you're so offended.
Okay. No, it's like there's a comic named Brian Regan, and he was talking about how his doctor told him to start he needed to lose weight. So his doctor said start looking at serving size. He said, "You ever looked at serving size?" He said, "Fig Newtons, one cookie." He said, "Who the heck eats one cookie?" He said, "I eat Fig Newtons by the sleeve." That's true. That's funny. Right there.
That's good. I like Regan.
Can y'all hear me? Oh, you don't have headphones on.
No.
See, I'm sure
you can
hear.
Be heard though.
It's not a pleasant sound. But I got this handful I got to eat.
Yeah. So yeah, I got it from here. You go ahead and munch on them Skittles. So yeah, no, it's good to be back.
And it's the red bag.
I intentionally handed you that bag because I knew you were going to be offended if I handed you the purple bag.
Do y'all be getting some weird texts lately, like the most, ISIS spam ever? Hello, Coach Amy. Do I look like a Coach Amy to y'all?
I mean,
you don't.
You kind of could.
Like a middle school PE coach.
the coaches that
funny.
don't actually work out, but they yell at all the kids.
That would be totally me.
They got a belly.
I would love to have a whistle.
Middle school PE coach.
If I had a whistle, I think being a high school worker in general, like a teacher or something, would be fun. I'd make fun of kids all day.
Just roasting kids.
In a fun way.
Let's see what we got here. Just roasting kids. I feel like it'd be funny when it's funny, but it would be miserable when it's
Well, I'd have to roast them because they're all bigger than me. Nowadays,
Yeah.
Can y'all hear the Skittles out there, audience? They're going to turn off. This is gross.
They're going to just fast forward through this.
Yeah. I was dying last week. At least I felt like I was. And, but we're good. So people are asking, they think that I obtained some sort of traveler's bacteria. There are other names for it, but that's the best one. While I was in Guatemala. And came back with it. Probably something I drank, something I ate, whatever.
That water, that Guatemalan water.
Well, I didn't drink none of the water. It was bottled water only. Even when you brush your teeth, you got to use bottled water to brush your teeth with.
Really?
Yeah. So, but you just never know, man. Like, when they cook the food, they even talk about no, you don't want to eat fresh fruits and vegetables because the water that could be on it or whatever. So, who knows? But that just trickled down. Then last Saturday, last Saturday night, actually, I had a huge like flare up thing. It literally felt like I was getting stabbed in my chest and my back at the same time. It was terrible. And ended up at urgent care, called Pastor Dan 3:00 in the morning on Sunday morning. Hey, I'm at urgent care. I need you to preach tomorrow.
No, not tomorrow. Today.
Today, yeah. I mean, yeah. I'm thinking like nighttime. I need you to preach in 5 hours.
Yeah, right.
And so he saved the day, and he's awesome. He's been doing it a long time. But yeah, man, it was rough. And then it was like another. I had been going through it already for like 9 days. It just reached a peak, and then it took 3 days or so to get kind of back to where I feel like normal somewhat. So
that's rough.
Crazy.
That's rough.
Yeah.
I had a rough Saturday.
Yeah.
Well, I ordered chicken wings from Wingstop.
Ooh.
Listen to this. So if you order wings from Wingstop, at least for me, I order from the one on Bayou. Half the time lately, I don't even get the order. Like there's an issue with the driver. So a couple weeks ago, like, normally it takes about an hour, maybe a little more. I get it. So for the record, sometimes on Saturday, I'll spend a little extra money.
Which is absurd. An hour.
I'll spend a little extra money because I don't want to leave the house. I'm comfortable, I'm chilling, and I'll, let Grubhub or I switch between the things because I get
DoorDash, Grubhub. You get the coupons.
I get a little I get $10 a month because of my American Express, whatever.
Yep.
So, anyways,
stimulating the economy.
Well, a few weeks ago, I went, Fat Boy, and I ordered the combo for 2 because I was going to eat for lunch and then dinner.
20 with the double wings, double fries.
It's only 15.
Oh yeah, that's not
15
bad.
a large fry and 2 drinks.
Oh.
Not bad, right? I was going to have for lunch and dinner. So I ordered, and then like 2 hours 20 minutes go by.
Oh.
So the girl, the driver, messages me through they message through the app. She's like, "Sorry for the delay. I have a stop before you, but it was taking a long time to an issue."
Yeah, like a day.
And I was like, "Look, okay, and then I get a call from DoorDash, like an automated call from DoorDash, like, "We're sorry for the inconvenience. It's taking a little longer, blah, blah, blah."
2 hours, bro.
Okay, so I'm getting aggravated at this point. Right?
Yeah, yeah.
The girl shows up to my house. I'm standing in the kitchen at the window, and I see them pull up. It's like, I guess her husband or boyfriend was driving some beat down car. She gets out, brings me the food, hands me the bag and the drink. Except it's supposed to be 2 drinks. So she's like, "I'm so sorry for the delay," and I'm like, I was like, "Where's the other drink?" She was like, then she made this face. She's like, "This is all they gave me." Now, you supposed to, when you get there, you look at what you're getting. So to say this is all they gave me means you didn't check the order.
Right.
Or y'all drank my drink.
Right.
So she gives me the order, and I just like, whatever. I go inside and I open it up. The French fries,
cold,
ice cold, they're soggy and floppy. They've probably had this food for an hour and a half.
Oh,
the wings ice cold. I was ticked. Right. Well, so I called DoorDash.
Rightfully so.
Yeah, I did. I'm like, at this point, I'm doing so. I'm not paying for this. So the lady at DoorDash, the first thing she said was like, "Well, is the order incorrect?"
Yes.
And I said, technically yes, because there's only 1 drink here. She's like, "Well, would you like them to go bring you another drink?" I'm like, "Look, lady, I've been waiting 2.5 hours at this point." And I said, "The food's not edible. It's ice cold. I'm not. So finally, they ended up giving me a refund. But so that was a few weeks ago. Saturday I order from Grubhub.
Saturday's in 3 days ago or whatever.
Yeah, after I got home from the birthday party and the whole thing. I was gonna order for dinner. I was in the mood for chicken wings, right?
Always.
So
support.
I ordered Grubhub. I'm waiting. my order gets picked up by Eric, you know, or Eric accepts it. You know, whoever Eric is.
I don't know.
And I'm watching on the map, and it tells me,
man.
I get a little notification, Eric's about to pick up your order, whatever.
Okay.
So I'm looking at the map, and then like 10 minutes go by, and I look back at the map. Eric's in Bellevue, and I'm like, well, he's opposite.
Could not be further away from my house and still be in Pensacola.
He's in Bellevue.
Yeah.
I mean, and so I guess he's making another stop. So then I'm like, okay, you know, now I'm getting frustrated. 10 minutes back to the restaurant, and another 10 minutes. I mean, this is getting.
Come on, Eric.
So then Eric messages me.
Eric.
The first driver ate your food.
Stop.
That's all he said in the app.
That's all he said?
Yeah, he said the first driver ate your food.
Surprised at how many times that actually does happen.
Oh, absolutely.
It happens a lot.
And I'm like, and I said, so what happens now? He said, got to cancel the order. I said, well, you got to cancel on your, because if I cancel it, they're going to charge me for it. And I know that because about a month and a half ago this happened. A driver messaged me, I'm at Wingstop to pick up your order. Wingstop doesn't know where it is. And they gave it to someone else, or someone else took it. Wingstop doesn't know. You need to cancel the order. So I canceled the order per the driver's request, who in my book is an employee of Grubhub or whoever.
A representative.
Yep. So I canceled the order.
Sure enough.
They charged me for it. So I get on the support, and I'm like, I need a refund. They're like, well, we can't refund your money because you canceled the order after Wingstop accepted it. I'm like, I know that. I canceled it because y'all told me to. They're like, who told you to? Like, your driver. Employee. Like, well, why did he have you cancel? It's like, because Wingstop doesn't have my order. It's like, this is whole rigmarole I'm going through. Ugh. So I've had issues with Wingstop and all these different services. And I think people who like to eat Wingstop get jobs as these drivers so they get free Wingstop. Because listen, so I was mad the other day, right? So Eric's telling me the other driver, ate your food.
Yep.
And I was like, so he canceled my order, and then Uber Eats sends me an email. They're not charging me, which is good. But now I'm an hour and a half since I've ordered. Now I'm like, you're
still
ready
hungry.
to eat at this point.
Still hungry.
It's 7:30 now.
Ugh.
PM, and I'm like, I wanted to eat it. It's like, I ordered this at 5:45.
Not AM.
Yes, this is getting late now.
Wingstop at 7:30 in the morning. Golly.
So here's what I'm saying. All that to say is, I occasionally also order from Rio Bravo. There's a Mexican restaurant.
Okay.
Rio Bravo has my food at my house. Now I know it's not them because it's still through these same services. Within 25 minutes. Never order never wrong. They're so fast. I don't understand how the drivers. It's the same drivers accepting these orders.
Yeah.
They get a notification on their phone. They accept. They go pick up the food. They take it to your house.
Yeah. Yep.
There's something about it with Wingstop, and I don't know. I'm gonna get to the bottom of this.
It's a lot to think about. It's a lot to take in.
But Rio Bravo, within 25 minutes, boom, I got enchiladas.
Playing no games.
You know what could fix this entire thing though? It's real easy.
If he makes wings at home.
You just drive and go get it.
Who wants to? This is America in 2023.
Justin's trying to stimulate the economy. There are drivers out there that need to be supported.
Stimulating something. I don't know.
I'm a job creator. I'm a job creator out there. Listen, I know I can go get it. I didn't want to.
I mean, no, I have full support.
I didn't want to.
If Ashley's ever out of town, I usually DoorDash or Uber Eats something.
Good for you though. I don't money to do that all the time.
I don't do. No, it's not. Well, first of all, I'm. Yeah, good for me. You're right. I'm good with my money. Yeah, and I spend it how I want. You're right. If you can't do that, then maybe you need to come take a lesson with me. I don't know what to tell you. I have little expenses. I'll put it to you that way. Why you got to get me upset and frustrated now? I have little expenses, so I have disposable income. No, I don't do it all the time, but I didn't want to leave the house. We were at that birthday party at the river.
Yeah, no, it was a long day.
We were in Redneckville Saturday at a birthday party, and that was a term of endearment, by the way.
At the river.
That was not derogatory. That was a term of endearment.
Let that set in.
Because my cousin was there, so I can't not like it. No,
you haven't seen in years.
Years. It was cool.
You were next to him for an hour before you realized it was.
I didn't know it was him. I didn't know it was him. That's true.
Yeah. That was fun.
No, that was fun. They got a cool setup out there on Perdido River, or they call it Perdita.
Styx River?
Styx River's not on Perdido, I don't think. That was Perdido. That's Perdido River.
I believe
you may not, but I do.
okay.
Or it's connected to Perdido at least.
I believe that.
Anyways, so yeah, that was my Saturday after that fiasco.
I
was just aggravated. It's just why can't it be right? Like, is it so hard to get stuff right? You know,
I guess
like
so, man.
if you're gonna be an Uber Eats driver, wouldn't you want to be the best one out there?
You would think.
Where like you're gonna get, I'm gonna make sure
pick this order up.
I'm
no
gonna
one's
make
ever picked it
sure
up
I'm running red lights to get these this hot food to these people with both drinks, everything on the order, the extras they wanted.
I do feel like it's not hard to double check. The receipt says extra ranch. Make it happen. 2 drinks seems simple enough.
You know,
it's one thing to like. I'm not going to go in and count the number of wings, right? I'm not going to do that.
I don't want you to open it.
Right? I don't want you to open
grubby
it.
hands touching my food.
But it's all the stuff in the bag that's supposed to be there. I think that's reasonable.
What I think happens,
okay,
is I think that's on the restaurant because they staple it to make you think your order's secure.
Oh, see, that's true. I mean, it's possible.
So I think that. So in the driver's defense, it may just be, but. You could see it's supposed to be 2 drinks because they put it in the carrier when you only come with 1. Now, I think that toothless girl drank my drink. She didn't have teeth. So I forgot to add that earlier. She was not nary a tooth in her head when she brought my food, but I thought she drank my Dr. Pepper. And you know what? Maybe she did.
I got him.
I just wasn't ready. Yeah.
Some people are toothless,
no, it's not. It's not funny that she's toothless. It's funny the way you said it.
Funny that she's toothless.
I know. It's funny the way you said it. That's all I'm laughing at.
Listen, if you're,
we don't need to do that. Yeah. So,
I went to the dentist last week.
To the dentist?
Yeah.
You're a teeth person, though.
What does that mean? But I don't know. Yeah.
You had braces. You did the Invisalign.
I did it all. No, I go to the dentist every 3 to 4 months.
What was his name?
What, the dentist?
Yeah.
Was it a boy or a girl?
I don't remember.
Crentist?
Crentist the dentist?
Yeah, that's good.
That's good. Good job, John.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Well played.
I had a great, good cleaning. Good, you know.
Great.
Use electric toothbrush?
I don't, but they tell me I should because on this side of my mouth, they could tell. She's like, you brush much harder on this side than this side. I could see by your gums, which I'm right-handed. It'll make sense. You put the brush in, and she's like, look, you just gotta put the brush in. Don't add pressure. And I'm like,
let the brush.
Yeah, and I thought, well, I figured the harder you brush, the better it's doing. She's like, no, you're messing your gums up. I'm like, oh, she's like, get an electric toothbrush.
It is a game changer. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Doesn't it tell you if you're going too hard?
Mine doesn't, but
I think someone like will give a warning or something, like a make a beep sound or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I don't know,
something like that.
But my whole thing was like still good. I haven't had cavities in probably 20 years or something. I mean,
I had a cracked tooth. A couple of years right during COVID.
Cracked? Oh yeah, no, that sounds painful.
I think I had a cavity, and then the tooth cracked from the cavity.
Oh, that sounds painful.
That was pretty rough. Yeah, that was no good.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So if that means I'm a teeth person, yes, I do. Like I notice teeth and stuff on people, especially if you don't have any. If you don't have teeth, I'm gonna sure notice. And in my head, that's all I can think about. So just for the record, so if you don't have teeth and you talk to me, just know. I'm trying real hard to look like I'm not worried about your no teeth in your mouth and how you survive. But. You think about it. How do you get around?
No, that's true. No, that's
you got to eat just soft stuff all the time. I really don't know.
I'm not sure how that works. I don't know. I don't know what the logistics are behind that. But
so glad you guys are here for the message recap.
No, one thing I was thinking about though. Sorry, I want to go backwards.
No,
for a
it's
minute.
cool. Yeah,
Uber Eats and DoorDash. So I was just. I find it very interesting how we've gone backwards in time to quite the honor system at these restaurants. Yeah. Like whenever you order DoorDash, they make it staple. They just set it on the counter and some person comes and just grabs the bag of food.
If you were homeless,
I'm walking in the restaurant. I'm here to deliver, baby. Yeah, give me a DoorDash hat. I'll never go hungry
wow,
again. It's such an honor system. I went the other day.
That's true.
So Ash was at home. May 18th was the day. Is the day that Jamie passed. So she takes that day off. So I'm doing the husband thing. You know, just whatever you need, babe. And so I was gonna go to Starbucks because that's like a comfort thing for her. So I'm going to get you some Starbucks. Just place a mobile order because I don't know the 7 pumps of vanilla and the 2/3 Splenda thing. I don't know what this is. So you just place it. I'm gonna go get it for you. Okay. And so she orders her one, me one. She orders me a piece of banana nut bread because I was still sick at the time, so I'm still not feeling great. But wanted to eat a piece of banana nut bread, and then she got a little wrap thing. Anyways, all that to say. So I walk into Starbucks and
there's just out.
There's 13 drinks on the counter for mobile orders. And she got a spinach feta wrap thing. And there's 4 of those and 6 pieces of banana nut bread, 2 muffins, cookie. They're just laying there for people to come get. And I'm sitting there like, this is the mother load.
Well, like maybe that's what's happening to my Wingstop.
That's what I was thinking.
So the driver goes in, gets one, and just like, I got to take a lunch break in a little bit, and just
perhaps
grabs 2 or something.
Perhaps.
Or what if you're a worker in there? I don't know what happened to that order. I put it up there.
That's crazy.
You got your baby mama gonna come out the back door, and you gave her some 15 piece wings.
She got 15 piece and 2 fries.
Yes,
or whatever. Yeah. I'm telling you, man, it's possible. So, yeah, I don't run into that problem at my house very much, but I don't live in as congested of an area as you. So I think when they get the food, they're not getting 3 restaurants of foods and hitting 3 houses on the way back.
Oh, they're doing that for me.
Yeah, no, they're going from the restaurant to my house because it's, there's not as much going on out there as there is where you're at. So,
but pizza delivery's still on point. They still have their own employees, though.
Yeah, well, and that's rightfully so.
So I don't know what's going on.
You want some of that pepperoni?
I just don't. I don't know what the answer is. All I know is if whoever watches this, if you can do something about this. If my name comes across,
is that what senators are for?
Yeah. If my name comes across that ticket, I need it to be right, and you need to hurry up with it.
I don't feel like that's too much to ask for.
I tip you. I mean, I even leave a tip on the thing. So I'm like, if you see Justin, they don't know. I guess
I need my own delivery person that knows, like, you take care of me, I'm going to take care of you.
Yeah, like what's his face was talking about?
Yeah,
Tim Ross.
Tim Ross. Yeah, you take care of me, I'm going to take care of you.
Yeah.
Not that we're advertising for Tim Ross right now, but
oh yeah, I think it'd just be nice to have an assistant that just works for me. That way, I can be like, if I'm hungry for Wingstop, they just order it and go get it and bring it to me.
Yeah.
So it sounds like the solution is I need an assistant.
You need $1 billion.
I need money to afford an assistant.
That's why I've been watching one of them shows lately where it's all rich people and they all got assistants and stuff.
Well, I do think, I don't think it's too bougie. Like, I think if you had money, especially like a personal assistant, like the stuff you don't want to do, like who likes to swing by the dry cleaner? Nobody. So it's like, if you had someone to go do all those chores and stuff for you.
Bro, I feel like I would have them doing the things that to some people just seem dumb. Like when I get to the office, I'd be like, hey man, I need gas in my car. Like, will you go put gas in my car?
No. They need to do that.
I hate putting gas in my car.
No, they need to do that before I'm even thinking about it. As part of, like, when I go to bed at 9, you take the cars to the gas station. So they never not gas in my car. Stuff like that.
Yeah. Well, you had talked about the $1 billion idea, the gas delivery service.
That's the idea.
I think if you had a company like that, then you would have a personal assistant. I think it's all connected.
So would people order it? And is it like Grubhub and DoorDash where people order and I accept and I'm driving all over town filling tanks up? Or would I be like, tonight I'm going to be on these 3 streets?
I think so.
And you hit all the cars.
Yeah. And I think however much gas you put in the car is what they get billed for.
Yeah, but then everybody's got to be, is there like a QR code on the car?
Yeah, maybe. Or maybe you just send
I think that's a scale to that. I think that's a scale to that. Yeah. I think you're going to start off like hey, I'm gonna be at Navy Fed filling cars up. Y'all let me know.
Oh, that would be good. Like at their work.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's because then you can get people from all these different streets.
yeah.
in
But,
one
and
spot.
a lot of these tanks have a lock and door, so we have to get the car manufacturers
Yeah, that's a lot.
to do something with that.
That's a lot. You got to figure that out.
Yep. So it is one of my $1 billion ideas, John.
Yeah, there's some hurdles there that
Yeah.
we got to get over.
Gas
but-
delivery
Yeah,
service.
how many of these have you actually followed through on?
Well, I'm a little busy, John. I'm executive pastoring over here. I'm president of the Young Professional
Presidente.
Group. You know, I'm in
Hey, you know,
top
you
100.
gotta ask the question.
top 100 most influential people of Pensacola.
At some-
I can't do everything,
Can't
John.
do everything. You gotta.
At some point, your $1 billion ideas have to come true, right?
Well, you would think.
Maybe they do. Maybe they
Maybe
don't.
it's just $1 million idea.
At least I would think so. I mean, there's got to be something to that. I don't know how you get the gas thing to come out of the ones that you got to push the button for, because you have a button pusher.
I have a button.
You're a button pusher. Yeah.
Mine
So
doesn't. Mine has
You push
press,
the can and it pops out.
pops
Yeah.
out.
Yeah. Which I don't really understand.
It's a little weird, but
Is there such a catastrophe of people getting in the gas tanks that we had to
Yeah, what were people doing? Stealing gas, siphoning.
either siphoning or the
At one
sugar in
point
the
they
tank
were.
thing? Yeah.
I don't know why, but they were. I don't remember the reason.
Was that like a COVID thing where we had a gas
Was
shortage?
it that or like whenever a storm came through? Something.
Definitely when the storms come through, it gets a little crazy around here.
Yeah, but you know,
All you northerners that don't know, people get wild.
if I catch
for
you
hurting.
stealing my gas,
We're gonna have
we're
problems
gonna throw hands.
violently. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. So I just think there's something to gas delivery services. I think that food delivery services need to be better. I think it's quite the honor code that we're on with some of this.
They should do. We should call our senator and find out what can they do.
Which part? The food delivery?
Yeah,
Wingstop?
we might need some kind of regulation,
Wingstop?
we need some government oversight.
We need oversight at a Wingstop. This
but
is
no,
ridiculous.
we're for small government. We don't want that. That'd be big government.
That would be big government.
Yeah,
We can't go there.
we don't need to go bigger government.
Yeah, we need something else. We need
The market should speak. It should be fixed by the market. The problem is next Saturday, I'm gonna want chicken wings and Dallas, and I'm gonna order through DoorDash again.
and 2.5 hours later, Eric's gonna text you. Somebody ate them again, dog. I
With
don't
his
know what to tell
greasy
you.
fingers because he ate my wings. Talking about somebody ate your wings. Like, yeah, Eric, you did.
You did, Eric. Come on, man.
Maybe I'll just next time ride my bike up there.
Listen, real talk. I think
My new bike.
I think it would be something if you just was like in the DoorDash or Grubhub app and were like, "Hey, man, what's your cell phone number? I'm gonna text you, and let's just do this
Yeah, like
privately.
next time you
let's
just
set this up. I'll
Yeah,
text you.
yeah.
Now you have a delivery assistant.
yeah,
You know, that's not all he does, but that's what he does for you.
right.
So you want some of them? You want some of them garlic parms? You just, hey, Eric,
I like the lemon pepper.
Okay, you're a lemon pepper fan.
Yeah, I like the original hot too. They got this Louisiana or this Cajun or something that's kind of newer. dry
Cajun
rub.
honey? No, the dry rub.
Yeah, God, it's good.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah. What about? You mentioned pizza earlier. When you get delivery? What kind of pizza is it?
I
just
rotate
cheese?
it.
Okay.
Oh no, it's not just cheese. It depends on where I'm. No.
Oh, so you have a pizza for different
Yeah, I only do just cheese at like the real pizza places, like the New York style pizza.
Okay, because you don't want the grease drip.
I don't like the
from the
grease.
pepperoni.
Yeah, like pepperoni. Those is it's greasy. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
but I like. It just depends on what I'm in the mood for.
Okay.
But I do like from Domino's, which is right down the road from my house.
Mm-hmm.
And usually I'll just go there because like in 37 seconds I can be pulling into that drive-through. But I do the thin crust with sausage and onion from Domino's because
Okay.
their onions got a little sweet flavor. Like I like it.
It's the
thinner,
thinner onion,
yeah.
not chunky. Yeah.
Yeah, so the other day I ordered a thin crust from Papa John's with sausage and onion, and their onions are a little more chunky, and I didn't like it as much. So it just depends. I mean,
And John, what's your go-to? Your pizza go-to?
Like fast food pizza?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, like a chain. Yeah.
What?
Yeah, because there's pizza joints that aren't fast
What?
food pizza joints.
No, hold on.
Wait, yeah, you mean like Sky's Pizza?
Yeah, like Skies and Graffiti.
Yeah, no,
That's not
those,
fast
like,
food.
No, like the chain ones. Delivery pizza.
Fast food pizza.
That's what I call it. It may be wrong in your eyes.
I can see what you're saying, but like delivery pizza.
Okay,
Papa John's.
that's your go-to.
Yeah.
I feel like they're so plain. The
Really?
crust is so plain.
What do you get?
I want from Papa John's.
Yeah.
I mean pizza. Like I feel like the crust is plain. Like
You can put like crust flavoring and stuff on it.
at Papa John's, you can do that now. Well, look at that. No, I mean I've always been a Papa John's supporter, man. You know, I've always.
I mean, all pizza's
They're
good.
the original garlic cup distributors,
Oh yeah, I mean,
it's Papa John's.
I'm a all pizza's good
right?
type of mentality.
Absolutely.
You
There's
know,
no- yeah.
so I never met a pizza I didn't like.
There's pizza toppings I don't like, but there's never like if you could put a pepperoni pizza in front of me from
Pizza
dang
Hut.
near anywhere, I'm eating it. Bro, you said Pizza Hut?
It's just not pizza is my least favorite.
What?
Yeah, the thing is it's not very good delivered anymore. Like
It's my least favorite.
Do you go into Pizza Hut and get it?
you can't. Well, no, like you can go
said
to
delivery.
the
It's
you
not
can go
very
to the
good delivery.
But see,
buffet.
When
to
I
me,
roll up there, it's great.
It's
But when
it's always I always think of it being thick. It's just so thick to me.
that's true. I'm still a sucker for Pizza Hut pan meat lovers.
too thick.
I feel like
But
that's just.
I want it when meat lovers. I want a thicker dough.
It may not necessarily be too thick for me. It may be like just too greasy. I feel like that one is just a little too greasy.
I know I'm gonna feel bad after I eat that.
Absolutely.
I'm not
So,
gonna.
I
I'm
like-
not gonna feel like I'm conquering much. Like I'm not conquering this day.
No. Well, let's not kid ourselves. I mean, like, I'm not. There's very few places I'm eating pizza at that afterwards I'm like ready to change the world.
When me and Brad and Rick went to Birmingham. When we went to Birmingham a few weeks ago, we were talking about eating lunch on the way, but we get up to Flomaton and we're like, let's just go to this Pizza Hut buffet.
Well, because there's only 3 things to eat in Flomaton.
That's
It's
true.
Whataburger,
That's not even
Pizza
in
Hut,
Flomaton. That's in.
and McDonald's.
So we ate at that Pizza Hut Flomaton.
The lunch buffet.
At the lunch buffet.
Oh boy.
Look, first of all, there ain't much to eat in Flomaton, and everybody was there.
That's true.
They like it in Flomaton.
Yeah.
Of course.
Every boot wear was.
It was
in that
it was
joint.
those people there. It was a lot of people. And I mean I'm half a slice in, thinking, man, I'm gonna feel terrible. We still got a 4 hour, we got a 3.5 hour ride or whatever. We ate it though, and
It was good. I'm not gonna lie to you. Because pizza's
was-
good. I don't need.
it's good.
I just like pizza, man.
That's why
I even like fast food pizza, as John says.
I like frozen. I love
Tombstone?
frozen pizza. My whole life I've loved frozen pizza.
Tombstone, Tony's, Red
Red Baron, we used to do those.
Ooh.
Tostinos, the cheap ones.
Tostinos,
Yeah,
those are old
with the
school.
cube pepperoni.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Yes, sir.
I could eat a whole one of those like it ain't nothing.
Yeah, I feel like they got smaller
Okay, I thought the same thing because they used to be in a box and now they're just in a
in the little bag.
In
thing,
the bag
vacuum seal. I
yeah.
feel like they got smaller though. I don't feel like.
But
they're-
or we're just bigger. We were
Speak for
kids.
yourself, bro.
We were kids eating those. But I mean, I could knock one of those out. We used to eat those all the time.
Oh yeah,
Tombstone is my favorite though.
Tombstone's your favorite.
Tombstone 4 meat.
Oh,
I did the Tombstone 4 meat and the 4 cheese.
yep.
Sometimes just cheese. Both of those, I try to keep those on
Well,
hand.
let them do a Tombstone 4 meat with 4 cheese. Wow. Tombstone.
It's too much.
The 4x4.
Yeah.
Wow. That'd be good. No, I love Tombstone. I cook it right. I cook it right on the rack.
Yeah.
You know,
Call it the BJJ, the Brad John Justin. Yeah.
why not just a 4x4?
That's genius. I like
Well,
it.
you said it earlier. I don't know if you heard it.
Oh no, I missed it. You
Yeah,
didn't-
4x4.
The 4x4. That's that.
Maybe they ought to do
Tombstone.
that.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
And if you're gonna buy Tombstone, please go to Dollar General. They're a good bit cheaper.
Ooh, you're welcome, everyone. That's really what today's all about. We wanted to help you find good
true.
places to eat cheap pizza.
Now you got to step over everything in the aisles of those Dollar Generals just to get around.
I don't even know why they put stuff on shelves.
They shouldn't even have employees there.
Just go in.
You just leave $1 on the counter or whatever. It's so messy.
That's so true, bro.
It's true.
It doesn't matter where it's at.
True.
You know why? They only have one person usually in some of those stores.
It's true though.
They have to do everything. So they're like, I'm doing
Yeah.
that.
The one off Kingsfield looks real nice on the outside. But when you go
Is
inside,
it a mess inside? I've never gone in.
I'll go to the
they
one,
look like
Just
the
like everyone
same.
else.
Everyone, like
I
every
don't
single one of them.
understand it.
the one on Cervantes.
Can you? I mean, could you?
It's bad.
I can't even imagine. Bro.
It is.
I've never gone in.
It is
but
so bad. I'm sometimes like, I don't know why they even offer buggies. You're not getting them around.
Yeah.
Like there's sometimes you have to like shimmy through the aisle. I'm like, bruh. Like, does y'all got a district manager or nothing that don't pop in or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, I just need to, they just need to listen to us.
I mean, I think we have solutions. Grubhub, DoorDash, Wingstop, Dollar General, Tombstone. I think that there's some world changing things happening over here, and I think that
I mean, y'all could just be consultants. I don't know why you haven't done it yet.
Well, the problem is they don't want to listen. You know,
yeah, silly them.
But you're a salesperson, so sell it to them.
I just think we ought to try it. Just call me, tell me the problem, let me off gut instinct alone give you a solution. And let's just see how that goes for a while. Whether it's you're trying to solve international shipping problems or the hunger crisis in Africa. Wow.
That's pretty big.
Whatever. Like getting to Mars or
Instead of Ask Jeeves, it's AskJustin.com.
yeah, get to Mars or even something simple as fixing Grubhub or whatever. Let's just see how good we could do if they just listened.
I don't think it's too much to ask for, man.
I don't need. What's worse that could happen? The world implode?
Yeah.
That's happening anyways.
Yeah. I think we could change the world. I think we could change the world.
World changer. Yep. Speaking of,
What?
Sunday was good.
Oh, yeah.
What'd you preach on? Jesus, the Bible.
Abraham.
I like old Abraham.
Abram.
Abram. We don't do that as Christians. We don't change our name. Even like Paul and Saul and all that, which I'm fine with.
Yeah.
But the whole story of Abraham is interesting to me.
Yeah, I was talking to one of the guys in our church who's he's deep into it. He's a pastor, Craig.
Oh yeah,
And he was pastor in UK. Shout out if you listening, Craig. If you do listen to the podcast and you have made it this far in this episode, shout out to you. We were talking about Abraham, and I was like, man, I think we might do a whole series just on Abraham coming up sometime. So,
are we going to talk about his bosom?
No,
Abraham's bosom?
no, we're gonna leave that alone.
And his many sons.
How about that? Y'all look that up and get back at us.
Abraham's bosom.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because some people be like, what is he talking about? I'm not talking about like a bosom.
yeah. No, that sounds.
That's a pretty deep conversation.
Mm-hmm.
No, but Abraham, I mean, the whole, like you talked about yesterday, I mean, with Isaac, I mean, how it sounds crazy in a sense because, like, think through history. Has there ever been like a woman who killed her kid? And then when they arrested her, she's like, God told me to do it. And our first thought was like, she's insane.
Yeah, absolutely.
But like, that's what Abraham was doing.
Yeah,
Like, literally going to kill his kid because God told him to.
mm-hmm.
Yeah. Like,
And we were talking about the whole message is about hope,
yeah.
about being hopeful, and we can be hopeful because God's faithful. And we were using Abraham because we were unpacking how Abraham had a promise from God that he was going to have descendants and it was going to okay, but then he was 100 years old, and still no kids. So how does when you're looking at God said he's going to do this?
Well, then you even skipped over Sarah.
Yeah, dude.
And,
So
the whole.
there's so much more. Yeah,
the whole thing.
So you got, he's got a promise, but then he doesn't. How is it going to be possible that the promise is fulfilled? And then he gets the son, but then God asks for him to sacrifice his son. And it was all a test from the Lord that we read in the Bible. But just the ways in which hopelessness can set in to situations that seem out of your control, or that there's just no end in sight. And so talking about hopelessness, and we were talking about how that we can be hopeful. So we were talking about how to be hopeful, how to hang on to hope, how to understand hope and faith and believe in God, even when things seem like they're going sideways, they're a little out of our control. And so, so we gave the message, and, at the end of the day, it's just like we said, and we said it over and over in the message on Sunday, right? Because God is faithful, we can be hopeful. Like, we have hope because we know God can, he will, we're believing that he will, so yeah, it's good.
I heard TD Jakes one time was using that in a message, and he was talking about Isaac, and Abraham, and he's going to kill Isaac, the ram in the bush, type thing. And he was talking about if you research that kind of ram, they don't go that high on the mountain. And his whole punchline of the message was, while Abraham was coming up this side of the mountain, God's provision was coming up the other side and wasn't ahead of him.
Yep.
Like God sent the provision before he even said yes to what God was asking him to do.
Yeah.
God had the out.
Mm-hmm.
It was just really good.
Yeah.
But
no, so good. So good.
Found that's just interesting. And some people, I heard somebody at one point, when you think of Isaac, we think of him as a kid, and I heard I don't know if it was a pastor or a theologian somewhere one time was talking about and I don't know if this is true, so don't take it for that. But at that time, Isaac wasn't a kid. He was more like a teenager.
Yeah, a young man.
So he was probably like 15, 16, which would make Abraham at least like 115, 116. So the idea that he was even bound and laid on the altar was Isaac was submitting to God too. Because he could have got out of that or just ran from his dad, or he was stronger than his dad. You know what I'm saying? Like the fact that Abraham was able to do that was he was submitting to what God was doing too.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's an interesting way to, that's an interesting angle to the story.
Absolutely.
If that's true, if he was that old, even, or just the trust he had in his dad.
Right.
To say like, okay, you're doing this because God's telling you, and like, whatever. That's just, I found that interesting.
Yeah. No, there's a lot to the story of Abraham. So, but it was good. So yeah, we talked about hope, man, hanging on to hope.
It makes me, every time I hear that, it always reminds me of a episode of Saved by the Bell when they were doing the anti-drug episode.
And Jesse was taking drugs. She was taking the study, like the caffeine.
I don't actually think that was the episode.
Every episode, okay.
But they were like they were on TV.
Oh,
and they were like, "There's no hope with dope," and they all said that together.
Yeah,
that's what I think of. There's no hope with dope.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jesse was taking them caffeine pills. That's what they used in the show, caffeine pills.
Mm-hmm. I'm so excited.
I'll never forget that.
Yeah,
I used to watch Saved by the Bell all the time.
Saved by the Bell was a great show.
Great show. It was a good show.
That's fair. At the time, it was a great show.
Yeah.
Yeah. What was your show, John? Did you have that's not your era. Was that before you? A little bit?
It was a little bit before me.
Yeah.
But it was on.
It was on.
It was on.
It was a rerun.
The reruns forever.
Yeah. Boy Meets World or Saved by the Bell?
Saved by the Bell.
Really?
I'm a Boy Meets World dude.
See, I feel like
I grew up with Boy Meets World.
I feel like Boy Meets World was a little after our time.
Mm-mm. No, I was right, boy. Mr. Feeney.
Yeah, I liked it, but
I think it was around the same time.
I think Boy Meets World was a little after.
A little after.
Was it?
Yeah. I think Saved by the Bell was like at the end of its thing when Boy Meets World was at the beginning of its thing.
That makes sense.
But I mean, Boy Meets World went like 9 seasons or something. I mean, he was in elementary school and they followed him all the way to college. So,
yeah.
I mean, him and Topanga got married.
Remember, what was that other show? It was not one of those kid shows, but was more like a sitcom. Tim the Tool Man. What was that?
Home Improvement.
Home Improvement.
Absolutely. Great show.
Yeah. That's good.
That was a good one too.
Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, obviously.
Fresh Prince was good. Third Rock from the Sun.
Dude,
That was a good one.
I remember when that came
talk
out.
about a show that would never be able to be on air now.
Yeah.
We used to watch that when me and my dad.
Third Rock from the
Wild.
Sun is hilarious.
Wild.
They're the aliens, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dude, I was watching, we've been watching it again. I think it's on Hulu or one of them.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
Crazy.
So funny.
Yeah.
Very
I remember when that 70s show came out and we used to watch that.
Yeah. That one too.
That was a little later, definitely.
That was definitely a little later.
Kelso.
Which that was good. You know, still, if I catch it, I don't watch it, but like if I catch it on something, like I'll watch it. Is Family Guy. I mean, Family Guy is so stupid. It's so good.
It's
though.
wild.
Yeah.
That one's crazy too.
I don't make it into much of a Family Guy.
I mean, some of the stuff is just hilarious.
Crazy. Yeah,
I'm a big Seinfeld fan.
Seinfeld.
Big Seinfeld. I mean, that's just a classic.
You know, he turned down $110 million when he didn't do the last season.
Yeah, I did know that.
That's crazy.
They wanted to end it when they wanted to end it.
Yeah. He said I didn't want the what did he say? The love affair with the show to dwindle.
Right.
Wanted to end it with everyone feeling very passionate about the show. It's like 110 mil.
It wasn't about the money for them. I mean, they were making. I mean,
Yeah, he was doing all right.
and he's made more money in syndication than. I mean, him and Larry David since the when TBS picked up and did reruns for all them years. I mean, they ended up telling the back end that they were making off of that. I mean, just boatloads. I'm a big Larry David fan. I didn't know him when we were Seinfeld fans. I knew that Larry David was the creator, and I knew the character George was based off of Larry David. But once I got into Curb Your Enthusiasm on HBO with Larry David, I'm like, oh my God, this guy, he's the genius behind Seinfeld. And you see all that in Curb Your Enthusiasm. It's supposed to be about him. It's exaggerated. It's not, but it is about him. Like, all the crazy stuff that happened to George in Seinfeld is real stuff that happened to Larry David. Because I've even heard an interview with the guy that played George.
Yeah.
Like, he's reading one of the scripts and he went to them after and he was like, this doesn't make, like, this would never happen in real life. And Larry David was like, what are you talking about? I did that. That's how I got it. They were like, he didn't. And then that's when they clicked with him that George, he didn't up to that point. They're like 2 seasons in. He's like, he realized George was Larry.
Yeah.
He's like, he wrote this whole character based off of him. I mean, like he cussed Larry David was a writer on SNL in his early years and like flipped out in a meeting and cussed him out or something because they never used any of his skits. And then on the way home, he was like, man, I just kind of quit my job with no other plan. So like, the next day, he just went back to work like nothing happened, and that, like, that's an episode of in Seinfeld. George did it, and anyways, stuff like that. So, Curb Your Enthusiasm to me is I really got it in that. Me and my dad. I started because of my dad, and it's just like he's who I aspire to be like when I'm older.
Your dad,
Larry David.
Oh,
like just like that, like.
Yep.
So a social assassin, telling it like it is.
Crazy, bro.
Anyhow,
Crazy. Well,
listen,
I feel like we accomplished a lot today.
We're coming up. We're entering into the summer. You're in this message series, renewed for a few more weeks. Then we get
next
into
week is the last week.
Oh yeah, next week. This coming week.
We're gonna save these for next time.
And then we're coming into summer at TC.
Summer at TC.
There's some stuff coming up this summer. We're not going to talk about it. Some fun stuff, some fun family stuff, and stuff we got going on. It'll be as we plan it and have it ready. We'll be talking about it and letting everybody know. It's going to be fun. Good little summer around here at good old TC.
Yep. Gonna be a good time. Got some events coming up, some family stuff, like I said. So, yeah. It's going to be dope.
Yep.
It's going to be great.
Going to be great, John. John, what are you doing the rest of the night?
It's going to be huge.
Huge.
Oh, man. Do y'all see that Trump impersonator on TikTok?
Yeah.
The younger guy that does
Matt,
that.
not Matt, but I know what you're talking about.
It's so good.
Yeah.
No, I haven't seen it.
Really, it's so good. He's like spot on. It's hilarious. Anyways, I don't know what you said. Huge. All right, cool. Well, we're out of here. I hope you. I don't know. Glad you were here. We talked a little bit about it. We had fun. I'm hungry, and I gotta go put my bike together.
You're hungry. How are you hungry? We just ate.
Bro, it's 4:00.
Didn't you eat a salad?
That's why I'm hungry.
No.
Yeah.
I ate a salad. I'm still full.
Nah, I need a little something. I'm not gonna eat. I eat at dinner, but I'm gonna go put my bike together.
No, scoot around.
Scoot. I ordered it. I'm excited about my bike, my little e-bike.
Follow Justin on Instagram.
If you see me,
and me too, and you can get pictures of him and his bike.
Oh yeah, I'll post it. And listen, go get you an e-bike. We'll go biking. I don't know.
Get you a small group of e-bikers.
That's a good idea. We'll go bike through Cordova Park. We'll bike through East Hill.
You can go downtown, get to the garden. Everybody eats at
Eat
the garden.
lunch. That's a good idea, actually.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I like that. Stay tuned.
Real man of genius.
Real man of genius. You know those? Remember those?
Yeah. That's what I was thinking of when I said that.
That's a beer commercial, isn't it? Maybe we should not.
Yeah, probably should not.
Just kidding.
Probably should not do that. Oh man! All right.
Yeah.
Well, if
We're glad you're here. Glad
if you
you're here.
listen to this podcast and you thought to yourself, "I got to have more of what happens in these guys' lives,"
you need to number one, subscribe. Number two, if you want to know more, transformationchurch.com or Transformation Pensacola on all the social platforms. Wherever you consume podcasts, please follow, subscribe, share,
all the stuff,
all that stuff. We appreciate it. And then
share this episode and tag DoorDash, Uber Eats,
Grubhub, tag all of them.
Tag
them.
let them know.
And Wingstop.
Wingstop needs to get it together.
Yeah, tag Wingstop, all of them.
Yeah.
And then, and if Wingstop wants to sponsor me, I'll wear a shirt on here or something.
That would be dope.
To be sponsored by Wingspot?
Come through. Wingstop.
Wingstop.
Yeah, we need to definitely gotta get the name right.
Yeah,
Wingstop. Wingspot.
Yeah, I'll never eat another wing again. I will never go into a Buffalo Wild Wings again if you sponsor me.
No, seriously, someone make it happen.
I wonder what that sponsorship would look like. Do you get like free wings anytime I want them?
There's probably like a limit per week or something. You know,
like 100 a week or something.
Yeah, I think that's good.
Hey, just give me a 10-piece combo once a week. I'd be.
I would rock your shirt on every podcast. Yeah. Make it happen, guys. I
would love a sponsor.
It's what the people are asking for, and I think that together we can make a difference.
Yeah, if you could get a sponsor, John, who would it be?
That's a great question.
Like Nintendo or something?
Sony. It would be Sony.
Sony?
Think of all you could do with Sony.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, Sony makes like Nintendo's things, don't they? Somebody. They make something.
Yeah, but it's not even about that. It'd be camera equipment.
But I'm saying Sony does it all. So you could, if you were sponsored by Sony, you can get the right cameras, lenses, PlayStation. I think is Sony.
Yeah, sure. I don't care about PlayStations.
All right, whatever. Yeah. I don't know. That's not my world.
All right, you're gonna pick Sony?
I'd pick Sony. Yeah, that'd be good.
Oh man, I'm gonna go with TaylorMade golf.
Ooh, I'm going Rolex.
Yeah, that's a good decision.
Free watches.
That's a good decision.
I'm going Rolex.
Can I change mine?
Anyways, all right. Yeah, we already said bye, so we're still talking. So catch us next week for what do we call this? A message. The
message cap.
Say the ending.
We'll catch you next week for another week, another message recap podcast.
Later.
I'm gonna change the name.